Hello, today we're going to be talking about Robin Hood. This is the 2018 version, starring Taron Egerton, Ben Mendelshon, Jamie Foxx, and Jamie Dornan. This movie is pretty interesting because even in the beginning narration, Taron Egerton's character, Robin Hood, doesn't tell you what year it is. And I don't know why they do that intentionally, but throughout the entire movie, like, it's a period piece. It takes place a long time ago, but it looks like they're wearing modern clothes, and everything, it seems modern as far as like the way they're dressed, the way they act, like the way they're styled. Everything just seems modern. There's like very little effort at all into making it look like it took place a long time ago, and it's that kind of missing pieces that kind of make the movie not that interesting to watch. It's like they didn't really put in enough effort to make it good. There's some action scenes that are entertaining, like with the bow and arrow, and in the beginning there's some parts where the Robin Hood character is at war, because he starts out the movie as more of like a nobleman, but then he gets drafted into the war and has to go away for a few years, and then comes back and finds that all has changed, and Ben Mendelsohn's character, Sheriff of Nottingham, has taken his house and things like that. And then he almost plays like a Zorro character, where as Robin, he has to kind of mingle with the highbrow people, and basically he's kind of like undercover, almost like a Batman too, where he's the Bruce Wayne character, and then at night he's Robin Hood. So they kind of did it that way, which was interesting, different take than what I've seen. Usually most of what I've seen is Robin, and everybody knows it's him, and he just runs away and hides in the forest and then fights the sheriff when he can. There's also, like, Jamie Foxx's character is John, and they meet during the war on opposite sides, and their meeting is pretty interesting, actually. This is the first time I've seen it done this way, but it was a well thought out way for two people on different sides to come together, and it was good. The war parts were good. There was some good action scenes, but there's barely any story. The acting's okay. The directing is okay. Like, they do some world building with the, that time period, with all the like castles and things that they build for the sets, and you see like they really did put some effort into the sets. I'm not sure why they didn't put as much effort into like costume design and things like that, but Jamie Dornan's character, he plays Will, and his character is not really much of a character at all. Like, any line he says can be completely dismissed. He's barely registered as a person in the movie. Like, he's there, but he doesn't really have an impact on the movie at all, the plot of the story. So it seems like a wasted character. And Taron Egerton is good. He's funny, but he's joking around while other people are serious, and the jokes fall flat a lot. The movie is not very funny. There's a few jokes, but for the most part it's not funny. The action's decent. It's not great. It's edited okay, so it's not like choppy or anything like that. And it's well choreographed, but for the most part it's just not a great movie. It's not well put together. The plot barely exists. Ben Mendelshon does a really good job of chewing scenery as the bad guy. That part is actually entertaining. Like, there's some scenes where he just goes on these pretty crazy speeches for a couple of minutes, and they're well worth watching. That part is entertaining for sure. And Taron Egerton did a good job of learning the bow and arrow so that he could do it for real when they're shooting the movie instead of a stunt actor. And he did a good job. Like it does look realistic, and the action is good. The bow and arrow stuff is great, but it's not really much that you haven't seen before in other movies. They do it on a little bit of a bigger scale, and like I said, they do spend some money on the sets, but not anywhere else. Like the plot is missing, the script's not good, the directing is average, and yeah, the costume design is pretty distracting actually. I'm surprised people don't show up in blue jeans. So overall, I give it a 6 out of 10. It's a little bit above average just for the action and the acting, like Jamie Foxx and Ben Mendelshon, Taron Egerton. They're good actors. They do a good job. There are some, like the one that plays Friar Tuck is okay. The girl that plays Maid Marian seems like her comic timing is off, so it's not that good. But overall, like I said, 6 out of 10. Above average, not great. Maybe if it's on Netflix, watch it, or it would be worth a rental just to watch once and probably never watch again. So that's Robin Hood, the 2018 version. If you like this video, like, share, subscribe, or all of the above. Thank you, and have a nice day.